Hey, it's your boy Suave. Welcome to the MedEd Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Max, relax. Today I'm going to be covering something pretty cool, man. It's just a open-ended question. Is Kanye West a genius? I mean, he might be. Maybe not. Or he could be crazy. I honestly believe he just strikes me as, just misunderstood sometimes. Like, in his early career, he just loved what he did, and he just was just making beats, making instrumentals, working for, if I'm not mistaken, Def Jam. Like, he's just working, and he really wanted to work with Jay-Z because he heard Jay-Z was a popping artist. Like, so Kanye was in his little office or whatever. He ain't know Jay-Z, he ain't know nobody, and pretty much he met Jay-Z one day, and Jay-Z pretty much told him, "Yo, man, I'll see about it. I'll look into it and see if I could really work with you or whatever." So, he just kept working. Eventually, he worked with Jay-Z, and he stopped, just being a person that works for a label or just works in the business. He started really getting into performing and, being himself. Another thing is, like, Kanye, I don't think he's a crazy person or anything like that. I feel like his music is what's really speaking for him, and how he's reaching out to people is what's really making him just Kanye West. Because if it wasn't for him actually being that type of person, or being that person to say fuck this, fuck that, fuck this person, it wouldn't be no Kanye West, and it just wouldn't be what it is. He's an important figure in music and hip hop and all that. It's like he could go talk about anything, literally. He can start promoting Apple products and just make it cool, just off the strength of who he is and just how he sold himself. Like, music related, just music wise, I mean, the music he's put out has been quality music for years. I mean, recently, I don't know, the Christian album, it was just different. It was just literally just out the seams for me. I don't know, it was totally different. But everything else before that, I mean, Kanye West just drops monumental music. He drops very great music. Nothing he's ever dropped has been, "Oh man, Kanye, I might think you should have just kept that." Maybe Kids See Ghosts. That shit was pretty trash. But I mean, other than that, Kanye really works hard. He's got great ethic, and he just does whatever he feels like makes him happy and what could further him as a person. He's a bit self-centered, a bit narcissistic, but a lot of people are that are successful in what they do. If you believe in yourself, then for sure you're going to be a narcissist. No matter what you do, you're going to always just, "Yo, I got my own back. Yo, I'm this. Yo, I'm the best." And as you should. Anyone should be very elated and be ready for what they have to do. You know what I mean? So Kanye West is a total genius, but then it's parts of him that are just, they just have you on edge. You can't really agree with. Like him agreeing with Donald Trump, or not really agreeing with Donald Trump, but just speaking to Donald Trump and having a MAGA hat on. That's just not normal. I don't know if he was going through a breakdown, some type of midlife crisis. I don't know what Kanye West got going on. Because, I mean, honestly, the president, or any white person for that matter, that's higher up like that, I don't think they got your best interest in America, my brother. That's one thing. I strongly doubt it. Ever since Kanye's mom's passing, it's really took a toll on him, though. Because, he's been struggling with his faith and just overall who he is as a person. And he's been looking to others to just, like, kind of figure out who he is. And, I understand him for being that way. But, you can't really look for introspection through external things. It's just, it doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? So I see what he's doing, though. People always feel Kanye West because he always makes you feel him no matter what, whether it's through the music or it's through that. It's just, he really understands that being yourself is very, very keen, and it's important. If you're not being yourself, you'll just be lost along the wayside. It's just very hard. Sometimes it is kind of very hard just to stay in your lane and stay true to yourself, because there's a lot of things that just take you out your game, take you out your element, And really, it's understandable because, you know, being human, we all got emotions, we all got feelings, we all go through things. So I completely understand why sometimes Kanye might seem like he's really crazy. He's this, he's that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of factors that play into how he's thinking, his thought process, and what goes on. You know, what he's experienced in his life has really shaped him to the person he is. I mean, being a person coming from Chicago, he might have some PTSD, man. Like, the streets are just crazy. I heard that he was actually living better than most. He wasn't living in the worst neighborhood, but still, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's seen something. He has some friends that live in the south side of Chicago. It's a dark world out there, man. And it's just, you don't want to get lost in just material and just bad things. And of course, a point in time, that's where Kanye's mind was, and that's what he was on. But as he grew as a person and just really seen like that's just not what it's about, you know, he started actually just kind of heading in a different direction. Henceforth, he started making the Jesus is King album. He really was supposed to just drop hip hop. He was gonna drop a whole hip hop album, you know, talking about bitches, strippers, this, that, and the third. He even had Nicki Minaj on the album. He had Nicki Minaj mad as fuck that he didn't even drop it. He totally went and changed course. Like, Kanye West is very, very, very interesting with that. Because he just, how he's feeling, he just went ahead and just put his feelings out. As you should as an artist, as a rapper, as a person. Like, sometimes you got to really let people know how you feel, man. That's the best way to go about things. It's been nice. It's been the Med Ed Podcast. It's your boy Suave. Peace.